What's up, guys and gals? Boat Game Nature Boy right here today with you. We have Jarhead once again. This is the actual video I was intended to serve. Z23 Tier 7 German DD. Lots of good things here, folks. Now, if you are unfamiliar with this particular vessel, wow, we're getting a lot of stuff right here off the jump. Let me just give you a little overall here. Not super fantastic with concealment. That being said, we have some solid guns and some solid torps. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as Meatloaf says. Now, moving on. Posted up here in a cloud, guys, really making it happen. Laying a lot of hatred down here with the guns, and you're going to see that with a lot of the German ships, simply because they have that DPM. They can really get out here. They can make the magic happen. They can make the most out of a cloud here. That being said, of course, as long as they're not being torpedoed in return. Snuck that little kill in there really quick. Made that happen. 2 down for the bad guys. 51,000 damage. Lot of damage to stack this early on in the game. Really going out here, going out of our way to make sure that the Reds are having a hard go of it, which is, what you kind of want to see out of a DD guy on the friendly team. Not so much on the other side. I'm going to kind of creep up here a little bit, see if we can't get some broadside shots here on this gentleman before he kind of sneaks away. Some excellent torp range here. He's within very, very good torp striking range. We can also post up in a cloud. We've got some of the friendlies here. Lighten him up. I'm going to go ahead and throw one a little bit each way there, just to be on the safe side. It's not going to take a whole lot to really ruin this gentleman's day. He's very, very close to us. It looks like the first set is going to miss, but the second set he is definitely going to have fish for dinner. The Z23 comes through for the win with Jarhead at the helm. Now, as you can see here, folks, top of the board, the bad guys have lost 3 to R1. Things are going to become a little bit exponentially more difficult for them. They're going to have to really, really fight, push uphill to kind of get back on a somewhat of an even kill. They're really going to have to make up, some kills there. Some cap points, some numbers. You're just going to have to put some numbers on the board, period, as we see here. We have, while I've been talking, they have already made up just a little bit there. So they're starting to right the ship there, pun intended. Now, moving on, we're going to see if we can't maybe creep up here, possibly get in a little bit better position here where we can kind of get within striking distance of this gentleman here. As we can see here, Jarhead is using magic radar. There are a number of commanders out there who have this particular skill. It allows you to know the closest enemy and what direction they are from. There are some out there who actually tell you, how many people are actively scoping your ship, which is good if you're not about to getting shot live. Putting some rounds down range here, guys, running through the guns on this gentleman, trying to get him set on fire. I'm going to go ahead and launch a spread of torps towards this gentleman, one on par and one ahead of that. If that guy stays anywhere in that zone, he is going to be in trouble. We did get decorated a little bit there. We got a little touched. Jarhead here is going stern out, which is the correct thing to do. Set that gentleman on fire. And what we're doing here, guys, is, when you have an active DD out here doing things, putting rounds down range, making a nuisance of himself, he is kind of pulling that heat away. Excellent torp hits there. He is pulling that heat away from other members of the team. So, a cruiser that's out in the open, or a battleship that was broadside on, or what have you. These are targets that, are possibly getting foregone for shooting at him instead. Now, granted, of course, if he's the only one out here and they're firing on him, then okay, yes, you're not doing anything but getting pooped on. But in this case, I feel like he's kind of doing it for the team here. He's kind of going out there. He's making it happen. Becoming, a good threat in this zone right here. I mean, we've got this gentleman on fire. We've got multiple torps going out here towards this gentleman. And it is just not a good look, you know, for this guy here totally. I mean, you can see right here, he's on fire. He's not having a good day, and we're just out here. We're making it happen. We're nickel and diming him. That's all we can do. You know, unless you go out here and you really just absolutely ruin somebody's day with torps, and you're firing the guns, that's all you're going to do. You're going to nickel and dime people, and you're going to set them on fire, and that's the best we can hope for, and that's what we're doing. You know, a DD, guys, doesn't go out here and it doesn't absolutely, you know, throw games. It provides support fire, and that is exactly what we're doing. We're going out here, we're maintaining fire, we're posted up in a cloud, and we're making things happen. Now, at the same time, you are posted up in said cloud, you do have to be cautious, because, you know, you don't want to take any torps. But at the same time, you know, we have a good idea, you know, where the bad guys are as far as that goes. So we, you know, we have that option where we can post up in a cloud. And a lot of times you're not going to get that, you know, when you go out there. Simply because you're not really 100% sure where everybody's at. Because a DD in this game, if he goes off the map, that is one of the most deadly things in the game, is the destroyers you don't see. Moving on. Apparently, folks, the Reds did not manage to get their foothold back. They have lost 7 ships to the friendlies too. Jarhead has 124,000 damage, numerous kills, numerous torp hits, a lot of fires, a lot of round hits. He is doing exceptionally well in this particular battle. In this particular ship, makes me want to go out right now and purchase it. This is a bad look for this gentleman right here. He has got problems with hair on him. He is in trouble. There is nothing he can do about it. He is going to get poopedon.com. I don't actually know if that's a real website. Another kill there, bringing him up to 430,000 damage here. We can really, you know, we could smell the victory from here, folks. At any rate, folks, I think we can all agree this is a victory lap here. Not really sure if we're going to nail this Akatsuki. It sure would be nice. We could go ahead and do that. Knock down a nice Kraken here. But, you know, it's hard to tell because a lot of times, you know, by the time you look up and you see another ship, somebody has rounds inbound toward it. And that is exactly the case. Excellent game here by Jarhead. Check the description box below, folks. You'll find his channel and World of Warship Peeps. I highly recommend you check him out. High caliber, 130,000 damage, and loads of credits. Folks, I really hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. We'll see you folks next time.